Okay, so my memory was when the Mavericks were in the bubble and they won game 4 against the Clippers in the playoffs. I think I remember this so well because I was nervous, excited, and I was happy, and it was also like the first time something like this has happened. And I'll explain it in part C. But yeah, I was nervous, excited, and then I became happy. So there were 3 emotions. And so here is the expression part of the memory. So what pretty much happened was the Mavericks were playing the Clippers in the playoffs. It was 1-2, so it was an important game. Okay, and then one of the Mavericks' best players was out, so automatically we had a disadvantage. So I'm working this day, and I'm listening to the game with my AirPods on while I'm working. And then we weren't playing that well, whatever, kind of expect that because we were missing Porzingis. And then blah, 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 second and third quarter, we were down by a lot. We were actually down by 21 at one point, which is kind of a lot, especially when you're playing a good team like the Clippers. So I was like, okay, whatever, probably going to lose this game, right? But then in the fourth quarter, they started coming back, right? And so around like 3 minutes out of the fourth quarter, when they're coming back, I stopped listening to it and I started watching it. So I'm now in a cart at this golf course watching the game instead of working. And so this is when I was kind of nervous because I didn't want my boss to find me not working and watching the NBA instead. So I was watching it, blah, blah, blah. They start coming back and they ended up tying it in the fourth quarter to allow them to go to overtime. And so I'm like super happy at that point. I was excited. Nervous, excited, and happy. So I was super happy at that point. And now I'm even more nervous and excited. Like, are we going to win? I'm going to get caught. I've been here for a longer amount of time than I thought I was going to be. So in overtime, I'm still watching it because overtime's like 5 minutes. I'm not going to miss any of that. Right. And Luka Doncic hasn't really been playing that good of a game, blah, blah, blah. They've been playing well in overtime, but they got to like the last 5 seconds or something. That's actually like 3 seconds, 3-point-something seconds. And they were down by 2, I think. Maybe it was 1, but they were down and they needed points. So the Mavericks ball. And this guy named Kawhi Leonard was guarding Luka Doncic, and he's a good defender, blah, blah, blah. So Luka Doncic didn't want him to guard him in these last 3 seconds. So there was just Maxi Kleber set a screen for Luka Doncic, blah, blah, blah. He takes the screen, so Kawhi Leonard's not guarding. And then they inbound the ball to Luka Doncic, left wing, like 4 or 5 feet behind the line. He does it between the legs and then crossover, and then he does a step back, shoots 3-pointer like 3 or 4 feet behind the 3-pointer line, and he makes it, and everyone's going crazy. Well, everyone as in the fans, not the fans, the players and the coaches, because this was in the bubble, there were no fans. And then everyone's going crazy. The announcers were going crazy, and I was about to go crazy, but then I remembered I was at work and I didn't want to get in trouble, blah, blah, blah. So I was super excited, but I didn't like express my emotions as well as I would have at home or like normally. And then my friends started texting me because they were also watching the game live, and it was just really, really crazy. I was very excited. I was very happy. And then after that, like my whole day at work, I was just like happy because of that. And it was really crazy. Yeah, that's my memory. And it was not that long ago, so I remember it pretty well.